Hello and welcome to the wonders of WEF. It is well into the season now of the Winter Equestrian Festival. Week 7 is upon us, as it's colloquially known, and it also includes another of the massive 5-star Grand Prix for jumping, the Modon Grand Prix this week. We're also going to be talking dressage with a World Cup qualifier and reflecting on last week's Hunter Spectacular as well. Literally something for everyone, and lots coming up on an all-star cast on this week's WEF Weekly. Weekly brought to you again by LeMieux. Thanks to them once again. LeMieux, worn by the best and leads the way in saddle pad innovation, comfort, performance and style. Trusted by top riders worldwide. You can head to their website lemieux.com and it is worn by the best. And also our presenting sponsor of the Grand Prix and supporter of the show overall is Modon this week. Modon Holding is proud to join the Winter Equestrian Festival as a premier sponsor as well. And from real estate to hospitality, asset and investment management, events, catering and tourism, Modon creates iconic designs and experiences for living, leisure and business that continually surpass expectations. Visit modon.com to discover how Modon's global destinations are bringing cities to life. Also, our thanks to Dodd Technologies, our streaming partner throughout the season as well, engineering extraordinary experiences since 1983, and discover how to elevate your sports, entertainment and corporate events at doddtechnologies.com. And also bringing our live stream too. It's supported by the USEF, supporting sponsor of our live stream, in part with support from US Equestrian Federation and the USEF network as well. Well, it is into another big week, well into the meat of the season of the Winter Equestrian Festival, and a little reflection on last week as well. Not only have we been all-star lineup for jumping, but last week as we were building into the wonderful Hunter Spectacular as well. Great sights on Saturday night, and lots turning out to see an exciting lineup in the end. And it was a really big night for many. But Tori Colvin, we'll see her in just a moment, who dominated throughout, has been dominating the season in the Hunters we've seen from the league tables so far, was back out under the lights. But an all-star cast once again there. We saw some great names from the Hunter world qualifying throughout the week, as we heard from Nick Hannes and all the team of how they came through into that. Nick himself, by the way, finished 4th and 5th in the overall championship. Tori Colvin finishing the champion with Deco Blue PS on 95.83. But those just a few shots reflecting on the night. Packed VIP, lots watching in the stands, and many of you watching back on the streaming as well, I'm delighted to say. So big numbers all around the world watching the Hunters this week. They're going to be watching dressage and jumping as well. World Cup dressage, 5-star jumping is all coming up. But also before all of that, we'll reflect a little on last week as well, because not just everything that happens in those big international arenas, a little of that, but lots going on all around the grounds. And Lindsay Brock went off to find out what's been happening, what has been happening, Lindsay.
Stephen, Hunters took to the big ring and went under Saturday Night Lights for WCHR Week with a win for Victoria Colvin in the $150,000 Peter Wetherill Palm Beach Hunter Spectacular, riding Deco Blue PS for owners John and Stephanie Ingram. Tori won the class for a record 7th time aboard the horse that also carried her to a Derby Finals victory this summer. Leading both rounds of the Palm Beach Hunter Spectacular, Tori and Deco Blue PS scored a 100 from one panel in the handy, securing them the win. 3 Hunter Classics took to the international ring to highlight WCHR Week. Meredith Huddle in Blue Water won the 3-3 Amateur Owner Classic on Friday evening, while on Sunday, Bridget Hickton won the Peggy Cohn Memorial Adult Hunter Classic riding Rebel Divizzi. Sharing the California Split 3-3 Junior Hunter Classic was Bridget Harris aboard Chaperone and Avery Roper riding Pierogi. The biggest win of the week came from 22-year-old Mimi Gotchman. Sweeping the Ritz-Carlton Residence's West Palm Beach Younger Amateur Owner Hunter Division, she was champion with Coulter and reserve on Daydream with a high score of 98. A day later, she won the World Cup qualifier in Ocala, punching her ticket to her very first FEI World Cup final in Fort Worth, Texas. But she wasn't done yet. She returned to Wellington on Sunday and placed 2nd in the Brain Juice U25 Grand Prix. That's it for what was happening around WEF during WCHR Week. I'm Lindsay Brock. Back to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Lindsay. Taking us around a little of the action. Great to see Mimi Gotchman in action there in the Hunter rings. As she said, she then went on to five-star success as well. We're going to talk about a little of that. And I'm not kidding when I said I have an all-star lineup here today as well. Delighted to welcome my three guests. And I could not start without starting with Isabel Vert. Isabel, delighted to see you. The most decorated of our equestrians, from Olympic golds to Worlds to Europeans, and here hotfoot into Wellington. You've been teaching and you're riding this week as well.
That's right, that's right. We have our first competition tomorrow. We had the jug today, and tomorrow the Grand Prix, and Friday night we will have the World Cup, the freestyle. So looking forward to it. We
were discussing when you last competed here. I think 2010 we came up with.
Long time ago, right, 15 years ago. And I was here 2 times in between, I guess I was 3 times, just for a clinic and for a bit teaching. But yeah. Really impressed about the change.
So you haven't had the full Friday night under the lights experience yet?
No. I will train this evening a little bit the lights.
New one for you.
Yeah, not for me, but for the horse. So it's good to let him know.
Excellent. Well, we're delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
And alongside, I'm delighted to say 2 show jumping stars as well. Nicola Philipparts, delighted to welcome you. European gold medalist from La Coruña last year. Riding in now with that. And the fabulous Katanga this week as well. Your thoughts on this week?
I think it's going to be a big week. Many good horses, many good riders. I take Katanga. She's quite experienced. She's good. She's had a few months off after Geneva, so hopefully she feels good and she can have a good run in the Grand Prix.
Ready to go. Now you had a good start just a couple of weeks ago, just the one down in the Grand Prix there. But you've had big success here before.
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming here now for 6 years. I really enjoy it. I think it's fantastic to ride Saturday night under the lights. The Grand Prix is very good atmosphere. One of the best riders in the world are here, and I think it's a fantastic sport to come and watch it. And
delighted to welcome as well Nations Cup star for Ireland and Grand Prix winner, World Cup winner out here in America as well, Cian O'Connor. Cian, you've been coming here for a number of seasons now too.
Yeah, I think we came here over 20 years ago originally, and then I've been here most years since I think 2012 now. So we really enjoy it. My kids come as well. They go to school here for the winter, and it's the one time of the year we can be together as a family, Ruth and myself and Ben and Cara.
Because it does become a lifestyle, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose the fact that it's a whole community here, you have the horse show, the kids can jump their ponies, the fact that they can also do school, keep the whole thing together. It's the one place we can be together all year.
Because you're not necessarily the star of the stable anymore, are you? Ben's also been doing very well. Your
Yeah, the kids are coming along. But I can't take any credit. I don't put so much effort in, but Ruth puts a lot of work in with them every day, and they're having fun with the ponies anyway.
Excellent. Good. That's what it's all about. Well, we're looking forward to this week. We're going to talk dressage first, Isabel. You're heading here. Tell us about the horse you're going to compete with this week, because you actually had to have a late change, didn't you?
That's right. I planned with Qantas, but he had a little swollen leg just before we wanted to start and to leave. And yeah, that was, of course, a reason to change. And then I got the chance to change and move to a special blend. He was pretty nice and successful last year already. Also, he was my second option after Wendy. So it will be exciting to see. His last show is a bit ago, so that's I think it's good to have him in the lights this evening.
We're going to show you a little bit of on the screen as well with us of the Friday night and what it looks like there. Again, there it's grown and grown and grown under the lights. Packed hospitality. It's been sold out all season there as well. But you would be one that's been under those atmospheres so many times. You must enjoy that.
I have to say that I really love this little compact and stadium. Today it was nice to see already, and yesterday, and yeah, I guess it will be a really great atmosphere full of emotions, and so I'm looking forward to it and hope that special will be focused.
You talked about the horses there, Wendy, of course, Wendy de Fontaine, which you've been competing in the World Cups with back in Europe as well. How's that all going, and what's the thoughts on this season? Because obviously with World Championships in Aachen, home ground for you. I mean, you've been Queen of Aachen for a long time in the dressage. It's going to be a special place for you.
Yeah, Aachen is Aachen, and there's no doubt that the focus and the concentration and the planning is for the qualification for the World Championships in Aachen in August. So it means it will be also really packed when I'm back. I will start with one more indoor show, probably 2, and then we have to prepare the outdoor season, and that's week by week, not week by week, but of course we have really the shows coming, and then time will be pretty fast. So Wendy will go to Herning, and I won't take her for the final because that would be too much. And then we will start with the outdoor season with, I guess, with Fontainebleau with the Nations Cup, and then we have May already, and then it goes quick.
And then it comes flying. We've got a little of special blend here from competitions back in Europe as well, which is the horse you're going to be competing with this week. Talk to me a little bit about this one. Like you say, a little bit newer into this level.
Yeah, he's just 11, and I have him since 2 years in my stable, a little bit more. And we started nearly 2 years ago was the first Grand Prix, and he's really honest, very talented for all this Piaf Passage and collected exercises. And I competed him once in the freestyle, so I hope that went really well at the German Championships. And I hope we can bring it back here as well.
So this will be your second freestyle performance on Friday night.
Right, yes. So, and it was also under floodlight in Aachen, so it was a bit tense. We will see.
We will see. Well, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And to anyone, you can watch that, by the way.
Yeah, but it's a super horse, and I really love, and I'm happy that I got the opportunity to take him here instead of Qantas then.
And for here, the United States has also always been a big player in dressage, haven't they? And again, coming back into it this way, and how much Wellington has played a part in that.
To be honest, I'm really impressed about the improvement. Even the quality and potential of the horses, of all the riders here, was really good to see. Of course, it was in Paris. It was really bad luck with the American team. But anyway, they have to improve and find new horses, and it's a bit a new upcoming generation of horses for them. So of course they have to be ready for Los Angeles. But what I've seen, it's very promising, and I think they're on a good way.
I was going to say they've got a little bit of the longer plan for you. You've got your home ground World Championships. The Americans have got their home ground Olympic Games coming up in 28, which really puts the focus on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. They have to, and it's important. And we know that we need a bit time to prepare the next generation. So normally you need 2, 3, 4 years to bring them up to Grand Prix, and now I guess they will need more or less 1 more year to bring the younger ones into the top level back. Of course, Christian is pretty successful already with Indian Rock, but Marcus, all up so far. But of course, they need. Adrian is on the way, I guess. Looks really good. So that's the future. But they need. They have to feel the pressure, of course.
And Germany will definitely stay competitive there. That's the thing.
We will try, but we also have to improve new horses, new combinations. There's a little gap, and some situations where we have to build up new young horses. So we need the time anyway, also to Los Angeles. So it will be interesting this year for the World Championships how we can manage this. And for sure, for the next 2 years, then for Los Angeles, we also have to think what we can improve.
And even I'm going to talk to the guys from jumping in a second, but to get a horse to the top in dressage, you're almost talking longer than any of the sports, really, aren't you? What sort of periods are we talking about?
Yeah, that's depends when you start. When you start with a 3-4-year-old, then you have 6 years to go. When you get them with maybe on a smaller level already, on a small tour level, or promising Grand Prix, then anyway, you also need 2-3 years to get to grow together, to get all the details fixed. So it's all exercises are not the problem, but put them together in a package that you really can ask and when you need it, and that you get the response what you need in a competition, and also that they stay cool in such atmospheres, for example, on Friday. So this is this is also a question of experience of both rider and horse.
Well, you guys as well are going to have to do that for jumping. We're going to talk that as well. A little reflection on the Fidelity Grand Prix as well that took place, 2 weeks ago here, the first of our 5-star Grand Prix here for a fantastic top 3 there with Richie Vogel winning that one, so German win there for the European.
Richie is everywhere.
He's flying the flag there for you. It's France that finished in 3rd with Nina Malavé, who's currently in the top 8 in the world as well. Been great to see Nina back here as she built her season. Kian, you've been very much on this as well. I mean, this is a great place to start your season, isn't it? Because I mean, you've got the Watchman, two brothers as well here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And as Nicola said, you get yourself up and running. You can build up these classes. The main Grand Prix are fantastic. It feels like a real competition, and you can plan it. It's a bit of a marathon. It's a long circuit,
yes.
So you have to, plan it well and go step by step, not overjump the horses. And you've got these 5-star weeks that come quick and fast once it's week 5, 7, 9 and so on. So you have to really just make a plan that's good for the rest of the season.
Someone like Ben Mayer that we'll see in a second, who is finishing in 2nd place there, you've ridden alongside for many years now. I mean, you, Ben, Nicola here, you'll essentially work backwards for the season, won't you? You'll start with the Rolex Grand Prix and go backwards, or do you start further into the season with World Championships?
I think it's the main goal. If you have a championship horse, you start there and you look backwards from that. And everyone knows with horses, whether it's dressage or jumping, you have to have a plan, but plan A often changes and you end up with plan C or D. But if you don't have a plan to start with, it's just a guessing game, which is no good. So you need to have a plan and be prepared to tweak that and change it. A horse might come quicker than you think, or he needs a week's rest and so on. So you have to adjust, but I think having a plan is the main focus.
And Ben here, agonisingly close to winning, Kian. He was, like all you champions, 2nd wasn't what he wanted that day, and you're always 1st is only good enough.
Yeah, he did a good job. Richie was on the ball here. He rode very well. He planned his turns, and his line to this double was good. This is a horse I actually bought in France a year and a half ago, and I gave it to Richie last September to start riding it, and he really did a great job, and he clicked very well with it. And just recently, before this Grand Prix, we managed to finish a deal where he purchased it from me. So I was very happy to see him win.
I was going to ask you whether you'd still got a piece when he won the Grand Prix or
no,
not.
I think he was waiting. He didn't tell me how good it was till it won that prize.
Nicola, you were obviously competing against Richie many times, including the European Championships this year. How good was that performance with a horse that, September last year?
Well, I think at the moment Richie, he can win with any horse. Like, the horse has been jumping fantastic. He jumped already last year in Santa Anita very well. I think it's a very nice horse. It fits good together, but I think Richie's competitive on every single horse. I think every time he goes into the ring and he's behind you and you're in the lead, you're going to watch him, because he's going to try to beat every single time you can.
But both of you have been competing more out in the United States and some of the shows in Mexico as well. I mean, but you guys were in Santa Anita, and you think, it's okay, I've come to the States, Richie Vogel won't be here, and he turns up.
Yeah, we tried to go all the way to America.
All the way to California.
Richie's been all over the place. He flies every single week, and I mean, he's doing great. He's winning with all of horses, and yeah, I think it's going well, and it's always nice to compete against competitors like that.
And a little reflection on last week as well, because we had the conclusion of, or the next stage of the U25 Grand Prix there as well, out on the field. We also had our 3-star Grand Prix out there, which was won by Bertram Allen. And so a little bit into those as well. And just pushing through these as we see, Ava Fisherman and Castelvano finishing top 3 into that. Mimi Gotchman actually finished in 2nd place there as well with Targa BH. Good run from them, and winning combination as well that would come up. But Mimi, as we saw, went well in the U25. She was winning in the Hunters. She went up to Ocala, won the World Cup there as well. Kian, an amazing week for her. And I mean, you were in the hunt there as well on Saturday night at the World Cup.
Yeah, she had a great week, and you can see her progress over the last number of years. She's worked with very good trainers over the years, and now she works with the Oakland team with Dara Kenny, and she's well mounted, but she works hard and she's improved. She's very competitive against the clock, and it's good to see young people coming up. You talked about Richie there, and I think someone like him keeps us all thinking and keeps us all current and on our toes. And when there's young riders coming through like Mimi, it's good because it pushes the boundaries, and everyone's got up their game.
Absolutely. Alex Alston was our winner of the Grand Prix there, but actually it wasn't very long ago that Richie Vogel was winning the U25 Grand Prix here only like a couple of years ago.
Sure.
So, and for Tom and for Max with you, I mean, that's where it helps a lot.
Yeah, I think like all sports, people are coming up, and that's what makes it. That's, you know, we all got to keep current, and like you said with the dressage, you have to keep motivating yourself, find new horses, new people coming through. If you stand still, other people will pass you by. So I see the new guys coming up as a bit of a drive to make us be better.
Well, reflecting on that, there was Irish success last week in our Ida Development Grand Prix out there as well. Bertram Allen winning that Grand Prix for the 4th time with Pacino Miro. The top 3 there of Yali Cass with the Boris Crunchy Nuts. 2nd place for Zoe Hanconta there with Tom Bowler. And Bertram Allen that we'll see in just a moment there. We see Yali who finished in 3rd place. Zoe finishing in 2nd. Bertram Allen, Pacino and Miro that have been 5-star winners here. It was interesting strategy for him to go out onto the grass there last week.
Yeah, Bertram's a great competitor, obviously, and I spoke to him about his win the other day, and he loves riding on the grass, and he says the horse has been just coming into form, so he felt that he really performs well out there, and he was happy with his win, obviously building him up for the rest of the season.
We'll have a little look at Bertram out there. As I say, 4th time he's won out there. We've got a new grass arena that's coming up for next year as well. That's already sitting out on the far side of the property. But again, Cian, you've ridden in lots of arenas. It's always nice to get out there on the grass, have a long stretch out there.
Yeah, I think the horses like it. If you've got good grass, it's the best. It's natural. It moves with the horses. From a horseman's point of view, you notice when they've jumped on the grass, their legs are less puffy. They feel better the next day. I think horses just tell us that they enjoy the grass.
Nicola, I'm not going to ask you particularly if you like riding on the grass because you've won the Le Ball Grand Prix on the grass. You top 3 in the Aachen Grand Prix. It obviously suits Katanga as well.
Yeah, I think personally for me, I love riding on grass, and my horse has always been good. I think one of the most biggest shows in the world are on grass. I think it's fantastic, and I find for horses it's different as well. They feel good on the grass, and the stride gets bigger. I love riding on the grass.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. We'll look forward to more of that. Not on the grass this week. We'll talk dressage as well. Susan Papa was winning the 5-star here just a few weeks ago, and she was competing in some of the World Cups over in Europe. How's the season been over in Europe in the World Cups? It's been an interesting season coming through.
Yeah, but it's also, you can see that some with just one Grand Prix horse, they wait a bit because they have the World Championships coming. So it will be also really interesting. I guess Justin Verbommen is really on the way. Becky Moody wants to go, so they were really successful on the last qualifiers. And last week in Neumünster. So yeah, I guess it will be at the end in Sertogenbosch pretty interesting to see who really will go then at the end to Texas. But yeah, for us we have it really packed in December and January and February with all those World Cups.
You've won the World Cup finals, what, 5 times, 3 in a row as well. I mean, how much pressure, do you feel pressure to stay where you are, or has it become natural to be at that top level?
No, it's not the question of that it's natural. It's I enjoy riding. I love what I do, and of course, when you compete with the best, and when there's real competition, and you push, we push each other. Then you have the best performances, the best atmospheres, and the best sport. And this is why I'm still competing, because I love to compete. I love to be pushed. And if you have a championship horse to go, then of course it's exciting. And this is the extra click next to just build up the new horses. That's my passion, and that's why I'm still on the horse. And even I will stay when I'm not in competition anymore. This is to have the vision to build up the next one, to try to get the potential out of the way you think it could be. This is what really makes fun.
Are you one of those people that jumps out of bed and is just like, come on?
Yeah, no, but it's good to have competition, and like Cian said, to see the younger people coming up and driving you forward, that you see, okay, this is at the moment the level, and you have to catch up to stay there. That's good.
Do you? I mean, watching for Verbommen for Belgium in the World Cups, do you watch those good performances and go, Well, I'm looking forward to taking them on.
Yeah, of course, it's good to have the competition, and of course you see and you watch what do they better and what you have to prepare and what you have to improve. What for us, what the judges, what do they want to see? What's a weaker point in your own performance, always your horse to improve. So that's for sure. This is to reflect. This is a very important thing to stay on a top level and have this longevity.
I'm going to throw it open to the three of you, but is it self-discipline that keeps you at the top, do you think, longevity?
I think it's also discipline, but I think the most is the patience.
Yeah.
To be patient is the most important part.
Kian?
Yeah, it's so interesting listening to you, and I think I agree fully. I think as well, it's you have to be open-minded, not stuck in your ways. The sport of show jumping is ever evolving, and it's very different. We talk about 20 years ago, even 5 years ago compared to now. So you have to be open-minded, and like you say, prepared to look at others and see what's coming up and see new things. Not everything new is better. The horse is the horse, and we have to keep the horse at the forefront and respect the horse above all else. But it's just about moving with the times and to see where we can all improve and where we can be better.
Would you say within jumping it's become even sportier, for whatever expression, become faster, it's become even more challenging?
Yeah, and from my own perspective, it's a business as well. You know,
Yeah.
We have a big stable, we do a lot of coaching, we employ a lot of people. You know, the sport end of it is the part I enjoy, the part every day you get up and you ride the horse. And as long as you enjoy it, you know, you want to keep doing it. So you have to separate the business part of it from the sport, but at the same time they do go hand in hand.
And for you, the whole family are in it, Nicola. We've even been talking dressage as well. Have we got in there for dressage?
Yeah, my mom, she loves dressage. She's really into it, and she can really enjoy herself with riding dressage in between the family dinners and everything. So yeah.
And obviously you grew up with your dad at the top level.
Yeah.
And your brothers, and I'm losing track of how many brothers. There's 4 of you?
3 brothers, yeah.
3 brothers, yeah,
We're
4 of you in total.
Yeah. I mean, it's very nice for us. We have a family business, and now Thibaut and Anthony, they're coming up. They're pushing us to keep us sharp as well. He rode some global tours last year as well, and he's riding some 5 stars, and I think it's very nice. It's super to have a family business. I've been always competing together with my twin brother Olivier, and we always push each other to a different level. And I think for us it's very nice that we can do all of this together. We have a lot of horses at home. We also have a business, so for us it takes a lot of dedication as well to produce a horse, sell it on the top of the sport, and then start over again with a younger horse. But I think in the end it also makes you a better rider, because you learn to ride with a lot of different horses and you try to get the best out of every single horse.
But you had a unique situation in that you were twin brothers.
Yeah.
So it's not like you had an older brother that went ahead of you or anything like that. You're
No.
both coming up at exactly the same time.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
was that even harder and more competitive? Because there's no sort of in front or behind. You're like, whatever you're doing, I'm doing.
Yeah, I think for sure it's not easy, but I think for me it helped me a lot, because one day my twin brother would win, and then you push it to become better, and you would see what he would be doing or what he could do different, or like talk about it. I think for us it was a big advantage, because we always tried to push each other better to another level, and we rode championships together in the youth, we rode championships together in the seniors, and we got medals together, which is fantastic. And I also think that's really why we could become better and better every time.
And for you now, do you look at your younger brothers going, I'm having that horse, you're not?
No, I think like
Do you have them sectioned off for you?
No, I think it's for sure it's not easy sometimes when a good horse comes in the stable, but I think we really try to work it out. If a good horse gets sold from somebody, for sure the next better horse comes in. But for us it's more we buy them when they're very young, so we get them when they're quite young, 6, 7 years old, and we try to produce them. That's my dad. He has a difficult job. He has to find a lot of young horses.
Yeah.
So we keep on riding.
I'm looking at Kian right now as well.
Yeah, it's the same. You're looking to bring them up, and I have another part of it. I have the main business at home where I'm buying and selling, and then I have certain syndicates set up as well where we're trading in young jumpers coming through to Grand Prix. And
the same way as they do in racing.
Yeah, and then we have a syndicate of horses that we keep for sport for a while, which we also trade eventually. So trying to keep all the balls in the air isn't easy sometimes.
Who were your inspirations, Isabel? Who were, when you were growing up, who was the driver for you?
All good riders.
Yeah.
And at the end, the horses when I've seen good combinations, good performances, it was always that I tried to steal something with my eyes, and that was I was taught by Dr. Shumama at that time, and he always said, have a look and try to get and catch what you can catch, and steal from the best, and try by yourself to use it for you in the best way you can.
And Cian, you, if I remember, your uncle was in rugby and a few other
Yeah,
things.
there's a bit of rugby in my family and
Yeah.
other sports, and I wasn't much good at it, so gave the horse a try. But I think all young people can learn a lot from even the practice arena.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watching people warming up, watching people working their horses, and everyone's very open. Like you can chat to other riders, you know. I'd be chatting to Ken Farrington or other riders of the show. Did you see my horse jumping, and vice versa. So I think people are very open. They chat to each other, and from that kind of camaraderie, you can help one another. You can all learn from each other.
Is it more as well? I mean, you and I have been playing golf and other sports as well. You see the Tiger Woodses, you see those in the other sports. Is it also the hours they put in? Do you guys, in the same way in other sports, put more hours in, or is it effective hours, do you think?
Well, I think, to be honest, our sport also takes so much dedication, so many hours, but like for us it's kind of a lifestyle, you know. You have to do it, you have to get up with it, you have to love what you do, and then I think you can also become good, but you have to do every bit of effort in it and then just work for it. I think that's in every big sport or good sport. All the big athletes, they do what they love, and that's also why they become so good at it.
Do you feel it was very natural for you, because obviously your whole family was already in it, or was there ever a point where you went, what, I'm going to go and do something else, I'm going to be an accountant or something?
I was never going to be an accountant.
But the huge difference is a horse.
Yes.
To all other sports.
Absolutely.
That makes it so timeless. And that's why we, I guess, still here, because the next horse is the next challenge, and you never get tired about it. In other sports, I guess, and I talked to a lot of other athletes, I said already this morning, they get tired after a while. They can't see the gym anymore. They can't see their training schedule anymore. They can't see the pool anymore, whatever, because it's always the same. You have to go through your schedule. For us, we have the privilege to work with an animal, with a horse, and we get a new response, new challenges, ups and downs, and so we stay really into it without get bored.
Your day changes completely. It's not like Winter Olympics at the moment, Cian, where you're trying to figure skate on the back of a horse. Which would be
Exactly. And
that would be huge.
Totally. But even just going on from that, the horse teaches us resilience.
Yes.
You know, patience, resilience. If we don't have that, you know, we have to figure it out, and maybe you get some disappointing days, and then it's how you deal with them, and you dig deeper and you stick at it. And anyone that kind of mopes around or feels sorry for themselves, you know, it's not for you. You have to dig deep, and it's only when it gets hard that you see the real winners.
Because you will all have had days where you think, oh, what am I doing?
Not days, months, sometimes sometimes a full year of it.
Yeah.
And it can get on top of you, but you have to be able to deal with that. And again, like Isabel says, we're lucky to work with the horse, and it's something that we have a bond with, and we connect with them, and that new challenge is coming up with the next youngster that comes into your stable.
Yeah. Isabel, how do you deal with that when you're having those days where you think, oh, it's not coming together?
The good thing, then I work with a young horse, and then I get the next vision, and that gives me the next hope again, and that helps a lot to deal with a problem with maybe one of my best ones. So that's good.
Your horses keep you young.
Yeah, that's it.
Nicola, do you have times where you want it or don't want it?
I think for sure, but also in the times when it's difficult, I think it makes you also stronger as a rider. You try to figure out how to solve a problem. You can have an unbelievable horse, but don't really know how to ride it the best or how to train it. I think every horse teaches you a lot. Try to get the best out of every single horse. It takes a lot of time, and like Cian said, in our world we're quite open, so you try to go to different riders, try to find a solution and talk about the problem, and then hopefully that's horsemanship. That makes you better by trying to get the heads together and try to figure out a way.
Well, you figured it out pretty well, you guys. I'm going to say good luck this week, but also good luck this year. It's a big year, World Championships, and you'll all be working backwards to that. Cian, you've been such a mainstay of the Irish squad. You've got a new chef to keep now as well. It's going to be a big, interesting year for the Irish. You've got a team obviously here next week.
Yeah, Jessica will bring a lot of professionalism to the team. She was a great competitor herself, and she knows what it takes to win. So I suppose having those championship horses peaking at the right time will be all of our goals. I've got LeMieux, who I think is very good. He jumped very well here a few weeks ago, so I'll be using him over the next couple of weeks and hopefully build up to the good shows in the summer, and then we see where it takes us.
Isabel, big buzz about Aachen being home ground. Your own cathedral there.
Yeah, it's of course really my home, just around the corner, and I'm really looking forward. It's great to hear that already the freestyle in the main stadium with more than 40,000 spectators, it sold out 1 year before, so that's great to hear for dressage. We have no other show where we can perform in front of such a crowd, and it will be great for our sport as well.
Nicola, are you working back? I assume you're working backwards off that.
Yeah, for sure.
European gold going for world gold now.
Well, let's see. I think Belgium has a good team. We just have to get the horses in good shape. Katanga, she normally jumps very good in Aachen. She's been jumping very good the last 4 years, but she's getting a little older, so
she's what, 16 now?
16 now. We try to make a really good plan, try not to show her. She's had 2 months break now to get everything good, and hopefully she's ready now to get the season started.
And quick thoughts on this week as well. For you, Katanga aimed at the Grand Prix, reflecting on 2 weeks ago, how are we feeling about it?
I mean, she feels good. She was maybe still a little bit rusty 2 weeks ago, but she feels good. She likes the sun here in Florida, and she's always been jumping quite good here in Wellington. So hopefully we can have a good weekend and we can see good sport.
You've got Richie Vogel in there again. Ken Farrington, interestingly, has decided not to jump this week. He's probably got his own plan that's working towards big things through the season, so that's going to make things interesting.
Yeah, but if you see, like, I don't know, there's maybe 5 or 6 of the top 10 in the world here with the good horses, so I think the level is very high here this week, and I think it's going to be good sport.
Yeah, we're still going to see world number 3 Ben Mayer. We've got Christian Kukuk coming back into the equation this week, Richie Vogel, Nina Malavey, McLean Ward, so 5 of the world's top 10. Kian, it doesn't make it any easier, and I'm only talking the top 10 there. You're right in there too, in that top group. But the depth, and taking the Grand Prix from 2 weeks ago, the depths that we had in there, looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's tough. It's always tough here on the 5-star week. Anthony De Rossi will be building. He's not known for easy courses. And I take Kentucky this week. He was 3rd in the World Cup in Ocala.
We've got a few little shots of Kentucky as well.
Last weekend. And yeah, he jumped well there, so I was pleased with him. And yeah, it's another step up. He was double clear in a 5-star Grand Prix in Thermal the back end of last year. So hopefully he can do a good job.
Excellent. Looking forward to that. Who do you think are your big dangers this week?
Nicola.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm also going to be over at dressage as well, so we'll see all the action of each element of the disciplines this week. Let's just remind you of who's leading what, and take a look at our leaderboards around the circuit so far here in Wellington. And we'll start with the leading lady rider is the plan. We've got our international rider. We've got Don Little Masters as well. We always like to reflect on as well. But leading lady rider so far, Lily Keenan is at the top of that. She's extending her lead there, thanks to Martha Jolicoeur of Douglas Elliman, who presents that each year. And, of course, each week with their individual weeks. Erin Ballard in second, Natalie Dean in third. Leading international rider. And on prize money, that is Richie Vogel, just ahead of Ben Mayer. Bertram Allen there. They're all in the 150 mark, 150,000 already in the bank so far. Kian, it's staying pretty close, actually, between those 3.
Yeah, it's tight, isn't it? Yeah.
So thank you to Mike Smith, who was presenting that one. $25,000 goes to the winner of that at the end of the season, as well as a nice little bonus. Then also the Rushy Marsh Farm Don Little Masters for our experienced riders, the over 50 riders in there. Isabel, they also compete fantastically each week. And Jean Reid is staying ahead there on 58 points. A little change in second and third. That's moved around a little bit as well. Racer going into second. Let's take a look at the Hermes series, the 1 meter 50 series as well. Oh, topping that is Cian O'Connor. Nice to see. Cian ahead of Erin Ballard, Lily Keenan and Mark Blumen. You're extending your lead, Cian, there. You're going to be back on Sunday?
We could do with some Hermes clothes, yeah. Nice.
There we go. Yes, there's some nice bonus at the end of the season for that. And, of course, the final on week 11. Brain Juice U25, the under-25 riders were in action last week. Topping that still is Campbell Brown after winning the first Grand Prix of the season. Alex Alston in third after a Grand Prix success last week as well, moves him into that alongside Ava Fisherman as well. Reflecting on the week, let's just give you a quick rundown of what to expect this week. Tomorrow, we go into the Grand Prix qualifier for the Adequate WEF Challenge Cup, in when we're talking jumping. But as Isabel says, we're also going to be over at dressage as well for that each evening this week as well, culminating on Friday. But Thursday jumping sees us during the day, Adequate WEF Challenge Cup, $116,000 class. Friday, jumping-wise, Bainbridge Company's speed, and as I say, we will be over at the World Cup at dressage as well then too. Looking forward to that. I'll be taking you through commentary of that on Friday night. Saturday, I'll be back over this side of the road. $500,000 Modon Grand Prix as well, to see which of these two is at the top of it from there. And then on Sunday, we are over back into the international arena as well, jumping-wise, for the two-star Grand Prix, Buckeye Nutrition two-star Grand Prix, and the Hermes 150 Classic on Sunday, with Kian to potentially extend his lead as well. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this edition, very special edition of WEF Weekly as well. I say with a wonderful lineup. It's lovely to see Isabel here. Good luck on Friday. Enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
And I think that's going to be the big part of the week, enjoying it. I think you're going to have a lot of fun out there. Great crowd out there. As I say, it's been sold out there as well. We have our own fans in here with Welly, who's the mascot of Wellington, and Lemon down there, who's alongside Kian too. He can probably go and pick one up from the shop later, or several of them. But they're all dressed out each week. Lovely to have our mascots with us as well. As like I say, always, you can get in touch with us, WEF Weekly at wellingtoninternational.com. Thank you very, very much for joining us. We are going to be putting Lemon back in the stable and letting the real horses take over for the rest of the week. Our thanks to our sponsors as well, to LeMieux, who bring us our programme each week as our title sponsor of WEF Weekly. Thank you to them. To leading the way in saddle pad innovation, comfort, performance and style as well, trusted by the top riders worldwide. If you're here on site, they have a store on site here as well, or you can head to the website, which is lemieux.com as well, all part of this Modon 5-star week. Looking forward to that. Thank you to LeMieux as they bring that to us each week. Modon as well, from real estate to hospitality, asset and investment management, events, catering and tourism. Modon creates iconic designs and experiences for living, leisure and business that continually surpass expectations. Visit Modon's website as well to discover how Modon's global destinations are bringing cities to life. Thank you to each of those. Thank you to my three guests this week. Enjoy your competitive weeks. I know that's what gets all the juices flowing and having fun with it. But it is lovely to see you all here in Wellington. It's going to be big crowds out there. It's going to make it a lot of fun. Kian, good luck.
Thanks, man.
And to all the Irish crew. And of course, next week's going to be a big week with the Nations Cup as well. The Irish are very much always in there. Isabel, have a fabulous Friday. I know they'll make you feel very welcome here as well.
Yes,
looking forward to that.
And they do. Thank you very much.
That's going to be wonderful. And well, you're tipped already for Saturday night. Good luck with the Modon Grand Prix as well, Nicola as well there. Lovely to see them. We'll be building up to all of that as well. Just a reminder that we have our pre-Grand Prix show to the Modon Grand Prix on Saturday night as well. That's going to be, 6 o'clock for that. I have 3 fantastic guests for that. Looking forward, we've got Nick Delajoye, we've got Sean Crooks and Carl Cook to take us through who they think will be winning the Grand Prix, and also looking at our Equirating stats to how that will play out as well. So join us for that, and then into the main programme into the evening too. Lots to bring you, and first up for me will be Friday night dressage for the World Cup. World-class jumping and dressage here from Wellington. Thank you for joining us. See you during the week.